Hey there everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another video on YT News. Here are some celebrities who had a psychotic breakdown when they were called out. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Alright, now let's begin. Number 1. Debate on Radical Islam. On Bill Maher's show, Sam Harris and Ben Affleck sat face to face and discussed the meaning of being liberal in the true essence of the word. Maher starts by explaining what liberalism means: freedom to do whatever you want without fearing for your life. Harris takes over when his turn came and calmly explains that liberals have failed us. He continues by explaining that the liberals are so radicalized that instead of understanding the current intricacies of the issue, they keep shouting over the things that happened ages ago. Harris went on to explain that Islamophobia has become a giant meme, and the result of it is that white liberals think the criticism against religion's doctrines is criticism towards the people.
Liberals need to stand up for liberal principles. This is what I said on last week's show. Obviously, I got a lot of hate for it, but all I'm saying is that liberal principles like freedom of speech, freedom to practice any religion you want without fear of violence, freedom to leave a religion, equality for women, equality for minorities, including homosexuals. These are liberal principles that liberals applaud for, but then when you say in the Muslim world this is what's lacking, then they get upset.
Ben Affleck jumps in, red in the face, and demands Harris if he has a grip on the topic, and Harris replied calmly that he is well read on Islam, refusing to understand anyone's stance due to his frustration. Affleck keeps trying to get his point across that even if most of the jihads are Muslim, there are still billions of people who are kind-hearted, normal, and even fighting against terrorism. He wanted to humanize Muslims, but Sam Harris and Bill Maher kept denying that a few bad apples are not the problem, and liberals and SJW's kindness towards everyone is their doom.
Ridiculous. Even it gets
so hold on, are you the person who understands the officially codified doctrine of Islam? You're the interpreter of that, so you can say, well, this is...
I'm actually well educated on this topic.
I'm asking you. So you're saying if I criticize you're saying that Islamophobia is not a real thing. That if you're critical of something...
Well, it's not a real thing when we do it.
Right.
No,
it really isn't.
I'm not denying that certain people are bigoted against Muslims as people. And that's a problem.
Big of you.
But
why are you so hostile about this concept?
It's gross. It's racist.
It's not.
Number 2. Calling out privileged actress Emma Watson. Emma Watson, the famous actress from the Harry Potter movies, has earned quite a reputation for being a feminist. Emma has strong beliefs and opinions. She claims to be well-read, and her way of delivering a speech is calm, even when angry. However, for someone who has grown up in a privileged household, has earned millions of dollars before even stepping into puberty, it seems quite bold and insincere when she talks of feminism and the struggles of a common woman. The RJ traverses her speech and goes into a yelling mode as he points that Emma is linked to the UN that is already known to make laws against the less privileged. And on top of that, he picked apart the speech and fetched the lies. He thinks Emma is ignorant to say universities don't care about sexual abuse victims when he can name 50 universities that have rape culture awareness campaigns and gender studies as part of their curriculum. He thinks Emma is speaking from a place of ignorance, who is detached from reality and knows nothing about oppression. The RJ goes on to say that the SJWs have such high expectations from the world that when they graduate from college and step into the real world, their hopes get shattered as they realize nobody cares about what they think.
What if it shows us that yes, women can study, but they shouldn't lead a seminar?
That's not shown anywhere in any university.
What if, as still in many places around the world, it tells us that women don't belong there at all?
Are you talking about like Saudi Arabia?
What if, as is the case in far too many universities, we are given the message that sexual violence isn't actually a form of violence?
Pause. This is before the UN. Name one! Name one university that is... I can name you 50 universities off of the top of my head where gender studies are taught, rape culture is taught. Point me to one university where the curriculum is sexual assault is not really violence 101.
Number 3. Being gay is not heroism. Ben Shapiro, one of the most famous conservatives of all time, known to destroy people that hold different opinions from his. On a CNN show, he said as blatantly as possible that Jason Collins is not a hero for coming out. The show's host kept defending the basketball player by saying that he is the first male basketball player to come out from the closet, and it's bound to be hard since we live in such a rigid, male-dominant society. Ben interjects and says that he's not the first, and there's no need for the president of the US to personally make a call to the star and congratulate him. Ben simply said that people don't need to be credited as heroes when they are simply being themselves.
I don't think it's homophobic to simply say we're apathetic about people's personal lives.
You're the one who thinks your government's going to invade and attack you, which is fairly anti-American sentiment.
I don't think that my government is going to do that. I think there's a possibility.
Brave because he came out. So when you call
I think that America is a fundamentally good place,
Piers. Your own backyard.
I think that America is a fundamentally good place. The fact is this, Piers. You're British, and a lot of folks have said you should leave the country because you're British. You come on here every night and you speak in a British accent. That doesn't make you a hero. That makes you being who you are.
I'm
Jewish.
To be a hero.
I understand. I'm Jewish. I wear a yarmulke on TV, right? There's a lot of anti-Semitism. There are people who are killed in anti-Semitic attacks, per capita, as many hate crimes against Jews as against gays in this country. America is not an anti-Semitic country, and I'm not a hero for wearing a yarmulke. Being who you are in 2013 in America is what America is about. It is not heroic to be who you are publicly. I'm glad for Jason Collins if he feels that he's going to live a happier life now. But it does not make you a hero to be who you are.
Number 4. Quentin Tarantino rejecting the fake hypothesis. During the panel overview of the cast and makers of the film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, a famous journalist asked the panel, especially directed towards Quentin and Margot, for deliberately making the role of Margot a passive one, especially against the prominent male actors working in the film. The journalist was looking to bring down Quentin by asking such questions, but he was way ahead of her in this rut and just had to say, "I reject your hypothesis," and won the argument. Margot went on after him and kept defending the role. That journalist absolutely did not get what she came for.
You haven't really given her many lines in the movie, and I wondered, I guess that was a deliberate choice on your part, and I just wanted to know why that was, that we don't hear her actually speaking very much. And Margot, I wanted you to also comment about being in the film in this part.
Well, I just reject your hypotheses.
Number 5. Comparison of BLM with KKK. Toni Lahren is quite popular to be vocal about the rights of the white people in America. She seems to be on the front line as she feels the threat against them is rising on a daily basis. She made a reckless remark of comparing KKK to BLM on Trevor Noah's show. Trevor patiently asks her what she means by this. Lahren tried to explain for a while until Trevor completely shut her down by calling her out with stats and figures that show BLM is not an irrational movement. Toni expresses her concerns about white people on the streets, to which Noah again slammed her shut with official stats about black people's wrongful deaths. Toni had nothing to say, and the show ended without them agreeing on anything.
To say Black Lives Matter is the new KKK is to really minimize what the KKK did and what they stand for. That is not the same thing. Surely you understand the incendiary feeling of your comments. You know that, surely.
It's controversial, but I think there are some things that need to be said. And when the Black Lives Matter movement is going out with signs saying "Fry 'em like bacon, F the police," when they're going out saying if you see a white person, target them, that is happening.
These are some hilarious instances that prove that celebrities should probably stick to the jobs they are famous for. And this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's never too late. Give it a thumbs up, people. We will see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.